Hello, hello, beautiful souls. So today I was having some conversations with people, and the overall thought was around belief. Like, we know that we need to have belief in, whether what it is that we're doing is the right thing. And I talk with a lot of mompreneurs, and they have to believe in the products that they're selling, and believe in themselves that they're able to do this thing, and believe in, when we go to get in our car, we have to have that trust and belief that the car is going to get us from point A to point B. And I really got to thinking about how important it is to really have that trust and belief in ourselves. Because I talk with a lot of beautiful, amazing, spiritually connected individuals and women that, when we talk about belief or faith, we immediately go to that religious aspect or that spiritual aspect, right? And so we connect with how strong our belief is or how strong our faith is. Well, we are spiritual beings having this physical experience. We are an extension of that source energy, of that, divine intelligence, of God, of the universe, whatever you connect with, right? You are a spiritual extension of that. And so when we really connect with the belief and trust in ourselves, because why do we hold ourselves back? Why do we hold ourselves back from, talking to that person or stepping out and reclaiming our freedom from whatever, whether it's your job, whether it's relationships, whether it's, finances, whatever it is. What holds us back from stepping out into that power, into that powerful space? It's trust and belief in yourself, right? We get direction, we get guidance all the time. It's called your intuition, your gut instinct, right? It's that little nagging voice that you get this idea and then you're like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. And then if you don't hop on that train within 5 seconds, 30 seconds, then your habit, your way of being, what keeps you safe, pulls you in and is nope, not going on that train. That's a ridiculous idea. Why would you do that, right? So the belief in yourself is so, so important. And why do we not step out in our power and connect and do the things and talk to the people and go live, which is so silly, right? Or make that phone call or reach out, because you know that what it is that you have to offer to someone else is going to literally change their life. It's going to impact in them in a powerful, beautiful way. But we don't do it. Why don't we do it? Because there's some nagging voice in the back of your head that maybe you don't even know is there, is you don't believe in yourself. There's not that faith that that direction, that guidance, that little voice, that gut instinct is the right one, right? We question, and then we go and ask other people's opinions, and we keep going outside of ourselves to find our answers. When you ask a question, the answer comes with it, and it's inside of you. Have you ever gone out and asked a question of someone, and really all you're looking for is for validation? You're looking for someone to agree with that gut instinct that you already know what it is that you want to do. But you feel like you need to have others bolster and surround you. And yeah, you should do that. You should do that. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. Right? What if you had this powerful belief in yourself and you could quiet that nagging, disbelief, that limiting thought process, and we're able to really step out and do that thing that you want to do, right? Or ask the question that you want to ask, or make the move that you want to make. And maybe it's uncomfortable and you've never done it before, but gosh darn, your freedom is on the other side of that, because you're going to grow, you're going to experience, you're going to learn through that, and you're going to build that faith and that belief in yourself by doing it, right? We get stuck in this inaction, in this overthinking, right? There's this process that we go into, and it's like overthinking, analysis paralysis, right? Because when you first get that gut instinct, when you first get that download, then the time to do it is now. Take the action, make the call, say the thing. And because if we question, then you're never gonna know, and you allow yourself to go into that analysis paralysis, and it's not going to build that belief and faith in yourself. So I have lots of conversations with lots of amazing people, and that is one of the biggest things that holds us back, is faith and belief in ourselves, right? Because when our mind goes into, thinking about if something's possible, well, we're going back through all of our experiences, all of your programming up until this point, right? Is this a good idea? Is this going to take me where I want to go? And la 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 la, right? And you're going into that past experience. Well, that's not the direction that you're going. The direction that you're going is forward. And what's forward? Things that you've never experienced before, things that you've never done before, new ideas, new possibilities. And the only way to build that faith and that trust in yourself is to listen and take the action. I mean, and it's so funny because we get intuition on lots of things. Yesterday I had a situation where I ordered food for my kids, but I chose to just stay with the original plan for my husband and I to have the leftovers that I had, we had just talked about. And then I had this hint of an idea that was maybe you should call him and ask him if he would like to, have you order something. And I was like, no, we'll just stay with that idea, right? That original idea, even though I'm changing the idea that I had for the kids, we're going to stay with that original plan. Well, I didn't listen to that intuition, and come to find out it would have been a great idea to offer that option up to my husband. I should have listened. I didn't trust that gut instinct. And we have these thoughts come in, and that's just, a simple one. We have these downloads, these instincts come in all the time, but we're so used to dismissing them because maybe we've learned not to trust and believe in ourselves. Maybe we've learned to in certain areas, maybe, it's just a fleeting thought and we don't really give any notice to it. But once you start learning to pay attention to those downloads, to those ideas, to those thoughts, and then take action on them quickly, it can really start to move things in a really positive direction and move you forward. So I'm just curious, do you have an area? We all have areas where we kind of feel a little stuck. Where we're feeling stuck is where we overthink, and we overanalyze, and we make ourselves immovable to go in a certain direction. And so if you have an area that you are know that you are overthinking and feeling stuck, then I want to encourage you to get yourself in a quiet space and ask for direction, right? Get quiet and go within. Stop going outside of yourself to find the answers. Ask yourself, what is it then can, get me to the end that I want, to the solution I'm looking for. And then just get quiet and get out a pad of paper and a pen and sit and write down some answers. Kind of brainstorm, mastermind with yourself. And then start trying them. Some of them will be great ideas. Some of them will be ones that you've already come up with, and just start taking action. Okay, but go inside. When you ask the question, the answers come with it. And you just need to be quiet and slow down enough so that you can listen. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful, and let me know if you got value out of this. And it's part of our journey, part of the spiritual journey, is learning to listen to that intuition, listening to that source guidance, right? And taking action, because when things are feeling really rough and like it's not going in the right direction, then oftentimes that's because we are making it too hard, because we are programmed to make it too hard. Instead, if we just start listening and taking action, even if those things are scary, it's scary in your head until you do it. And then once you do it, it's not so scary anymore. And then it becomes easier and easier and easier. And it's going to start like moving the ball in the right direction instead of being stuck or moving backwards. So I hope that you got value out of this. If you have any questions or comments on this, please drop them below. And if you would like to go into a deeper conversation about this, drop me a DM. I would love to chat. And if you're feeling stuck, don't stay there, because all it is you're not believing and trusting that you can move beyond this space and that everything's going to be okay, and that you can find the answers that you're looking for. All right? Expect abundance, and I will talk to you again soon.